Man, that's crazy. I wish I had a penis bone.
Do you crack it the first thing in the morning?
Yeah, exactly. Imagine having a cast on it. With
Everybody
just the head
signs it
popping
at school.
Doesn't matter, whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby.
It's a snowy Sunday. Well, Tuesday. We're live on a Tuesday morning.
Shona Paula.
What?
Dun see it.
I don't like that. I don't want to start with that, dude. It's bad energy
You
to
don't
start
get
the
to
show.
choose. This just happens.
Look at you, huh?
It's
Look
just
at you with the
natural
beanie,
fun.
the Friendship Hour podcast T-shirt.
You noticed?
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm pure T-shirt and and mug
On the first snowy day in Montreal, Canada.
with all my Christmas
Montreal,
gifts and
Quebec.
don't forget to buy. Check out the merch store to get a gift for your loved one.
Yeah.
Show them that you're part of the team. Hello, everybody. I hope
Shabbat
you
shalom.
had Shabbat shalom. I hope you had a great week.
What a weekend it is for all of us here. How's it going?
I had a fun Sunday.
Yeah.
A fun, exciting Sunday.
Internet beef.
I got in an internet on a Facebook war with a Russian bot.
No,
man. I felt I had a weird morning. I woke up and I checked the local Facebook,
the neighborhood Facebook group, which is always good for some drama.
the neighborhood Facebook group, and there is someone who likes to post this report in the group about all the crazy things that have happened.
All
over
the
week.
wacky, zany things that have happened over the course of the week.
And because it is a very weird group, people post strange things.
Well, it's a strange neighborhood to begin with because it's St. Henry, which is like right outside. Like it used to be a working class neighborhood with lots of like people who couldn't afford much.
They
and now
tanned
it's,
the leather here. It used to be a port city. You know what I mean?
yeah, sure.
Well, it did. It was like on a canal, and
Yeah.
like there were all the big factories were in this neighborhood.
Yeah, I know. I love that they were like, well, we don't have cars yet, so let's just roll stuff down the water
Yeah.
and to the next part of town.
Just float it to the
Just
next
float
part
it down.
and hope it gets there.
Yeah.
And so I think the history really is that when all those places closed, they left it just like a bunch of empty factories.
Yeah.
And it was really where all the
Point
garbage-
is, you're in a fight with a sushi man.
and then I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
And I saw this. I saw the post that was poking fun at the group, and then there was a
Poking
post
fun,
within
yes.
the group from this so-called sushi man who just said a lot of hateful words towards this person that I respect.
Yeah, sure.
And instead of just being like, "Well, he sucks," and going about my day,
What'd you do?
I turned into a little Karen. And
You're like, how dare you say these words?
Well, I did pretty much. First, I just did a little quirky comeback on the actual post, which I don't care about. It doesn't make me so angry,
Right.
But then I screenshotted what he said. And then I went to rally the people. That was my plan. I'm going to rally the people.
And I started a cause. You had a chant ready and everything.
Yeah,
like,
and I
down with sushi.
and I'm like,
yeah.
if you have any decency, if you're even a human being who cares about other human beings, you will stop this atrocity that is the sushi man. And I posted it, and man, did it get some reactions. It was
Yeah.
there were 50 comments within a minute. Everyone just hating on me, thinking
Because he's beloved in the neighborhood. Everyone loves his sushi.
everyone just loves his sushi because he's the sushi man. And the
he
thing is about him,
he posts quirky things like him fake peeing on walls because people had posted about public urination.
he
so
probably
he
is
was like,
actually peeing. In
I
that
think he
picture.
actually was pissing that picture.
He likes to post about mattresses that he's selling that he's fucked on a couple of times. LOL. You know?
Okay, yeah.
He likes to talk about different places in Montreal that he likes to have sex, even though, I mean, I don't think he's done it without paying for it, but that's
Right.
none of my business, And if that's what he wants to do, I'm
You
not.
still seem hurt by his actions, I will say.
Well, when you come after a loved one,
Yeah.
the gloves are off.
Yes, okay.
I don't know why the gloves off. The gloves go on if we're gonna fight. You know what I mean? Why are the gloves coming off? I feel like the gloves go on.
I don't think it's boxing gloves. I think it's rich people with Mickey Mouse gloves,
I don't know what gloves they wear. Yeah.
I think the undertone is that Mickey is actually part of the upper class.
Okay, you're saying
He's
so we're
fucking-
wearing fancy gloves.
Mickey was at the Great Gatsby party with the Buchanans and shit. You know.
So you're saying when the gloves are off, then they have to do the finger by finger pull off
Yeah,
each
yeah,
one,
the
and it takes an
gloves are off,
hour
baby.
for
Yeah.
everybody to just.
So if you're gonna get in a fight with those
Yeah.
gloves, you gotta really want to get in a fight because it takes a little while to take those off.
The gloves are off, Sushi man, and it sucks because I'm friends with someone he's friends with, and like it's a small community. Everyone I know probably pretty much saw that I posted that. I
Yeah.
did delete it very quickly after when I realized I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Why I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cause. There is no end result. It's just me whining. You know what? I think I'm on my period this week. It's
Okay.
been an emotional week for
You're
me.
breaking out.
I'm breaking out. My skin's no good. I'm not breaking out. I don't have acne.
You're
I'm not,
breaking
I'm not a
out.
14-year-old boy. Okay? I'm a Jewish man
your
with
face
bad
is
skin.
filled with pus.
It's not true.
You gotta use those pads, those acne pads from the 90s.
Just made everybody nauseous. And now people are looking. They actually think that's true. They think that's what's actually going on. I know. I'm emotional this week. I watched the Prince of Bel Air reunion.
Okay, and that was enough
And
to do it for you.
man, I don't know what is up with me this week. Again, emotional week. I'm just on my period. It made me fucking cry like a little.
cried?
boy. Like a little boy.
Wow.
Just couldn't. I'm like, Uncle Phil was such a good man. Why did he,
Did he die?
Why did they take him so early?
I mean, you know what? I don't know what's going. You know what? Maybe there's something in the air because I teared up listening to Warren Zevon's "Keep Me in Your Heart" for a while because I remembered that he wrote it when he had cancer.
Yeah.
Is that
Well, that's
the
sad.
same thing?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Is
listening.
that the same? Is
listening
that,
to
Or
Tears
what
in
are
Heaven.
emotions?
Listening to Tears in Heaven and then getting mad because you know that he didn't write it. You know.
His son did as he was falling out the window. Is that oh man,
No, someone else wrote Tears in Heaven.
really?
Yeah, he just.
Who?
I don't know. Just a songwriter. He just
He's like,
dedicated it.
he's like, I happened to write a song about a 3-year-old falling out of a window.
It's not about a
Who?
3-year-old.
And then the next week, Eric Clapton's son fell out the window. He's like, I can't believe my luck.
This is perfect.
Eric, I'm first of all, my condolences, but second of all, boy, do I have some news for you.
He pushed this kid out so he had a reason to publish the song. He's like, I got this great song, but I don't think it's gonna do well unless something tragedy is in my life to
good
attach
lord.
to it. I'm gonna push the kid out. Yeah. So Will Smith and first of all, Will Smith, he's standing around all his old
Ex-coworkers, yeah.
all his ex-coworkers, and there's this really funny part when they're talking about the finale because they stopped after 6 seasons,
Right.
And you know that it was just because Will Smith knew he was on the path.
Yeah,
to
Will was like, I gotta go
fame.
do Wild Wild West yesterday.
He's like, but he was like on like Bad Boy. He just done Bad Boys and Independence Day, I think.
Right.
Like he's like, I'm the biggest Hollywood celebrity right now.
Yeah.
And everyone else probably didn't want to stop at all, and he was just like, we're done here. And then you could see them all like crying because not one of them has done a thing except for reprise the idea that they were on this show since that day.
Just like, was it Carlton? Is that his name? Just doing like
Carlton.
5-second spots on like Robot Chicken as himself.
Just doing that
and, like,
dance over.
Family Guy, and like where they actually, he's like, they're like, we're gonna make fun of you. Is that okay? He's like, I'll come in and do my voice.
Yeah, let's do
I'll
that.
do my own voice.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do that. There's this point in the reunion where they start playing that Tom Jones song where he's supposed to do the Carlton dance, and then he's like, oh, we're doing this? Okay, as if he hadn't been practicing yet every single day before leading up
Yeah.
to this thing. And they also love to make as if the show was like this poignant, amazing moment in television, but it was such a cheesy sitcom. It's just so
I
funny.
never really watched it,
Yeah.
to be honest. I think it was like right before my time. Like I think I was a couple years too young.
Dude, all I know is like I was ready to cry the whole time.
Yeah?
No, not ready. I was tearing up the whole time, and I just don't know why.
Because you were so attracted to Uncle Phil.
I think because he was Shredder, and that voice turns me on. He was the
Yeah?
voice of Shredder on the Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of that's one point there. I think I was gonna say that Will Smith still looks the same age, and everyone else looks like they're his grandparents. Like even the person that was his younger daughter, like his
younger sister.
looks
I
older
think
than
when
him.
you're that rich, you just get like stem cells implanted into your spine every 5 weeks.
Something like that. Or what's the rumor that they go into a pizza shop's basement and eat a child? And then
Yeah, I think it's more like they drain the blood.
they soak their baguette in
Yeah.
children's blood.
Their garlic bread.
Yeah, and then they just eat it. That's
Yeah.
good for them.
Good for them,
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so you have internet beef. I don't have much internet beef history besides like a group, like a Facebook wall post when I was like 16 or 17 where like a bunch of people were cyberbullying this girl because it came out in school that she had hairy nipples.
Look at us, we're heroes.
I think I also
All
made
women
fun
have
of her.
hairy nipples. It's just there's hair on the
Yeah,
nipples.
there's hair everywhere.
That's just how it works. They remove it once in a while.
There's that, and then I think the other funny thing is that like in like the first NHL lockout, the first hockey lockout, this guy in 2003 or
Big
4,
time, yeah.
this guy, this anonymous like sources reporter became like big online on it's called hockeybuzz.com. This guy called himself Eklund. He wore like a ski mask as a disguise.
Okay, sneaky.
And like I joined the community because I was like, what, 13, 14 or whatever. I started posting and shit. And I posted it for years and years. And I got to know these people like through online. And he's based in Philly, and he had like a meetup in Philly.
Okay.
And one of the guys that like I became like friendly with on the website would shit on him constantly.
Okay.
And when they all showed up to this meetup, the guy still was wearing his ski mask.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And refused to shake this guy's hand because of how much he shat on him.
Because of the online beef?
Because of the online beef, yeah.
I've never had that, like, even that community of people online that I've talked to that I've never met. Like, that's never happened to me.
I didn't think I'd be one of those guys, but I ended up playing, like, Xbox, NHL with those guys for a couple of years. And
yeah,
stuff
also
like
when
that.
you have no actual friends, you
Well,
probably
that's
need
it.
to...
That was a
you
very
probably have to
lonely
go,
part
yeah, exactly.
of my life.
You got to go
so.
search for something, you know what I mean? I mean, I actually had people to hang out with. I was super cool, so it's different.
No, I didn't have any friends.
I was a chill ass motherfucker. So, but I think that like I've done it maybe once or twice online in regard on like movie posts or like Marvel things,
Right.
the Ghostbuster thing. Like I think I've
You and all those guys were like, they shouldn't make it with women.
yeah, that's the
They
side I
shouldn't
was
make it
on.
with women.
Yeah, that's the side I was
They
on.
shouldn't.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There are moments like that where I've gone on, but nothing like this where it's so actual in my life. Like it's very close to my real life.
Because it's Facebook, so your real name's out there, you know?
I think I realized the most when someone who I hadn't spoken to in years just wrote to me like, what's this about? You know, and I was like, oh shit, everyone's in this group. I forgot.
There's 15,000
Yeah.
people in that group, even though there's like 1,000 residents in this neighborhood.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I don't know why it's the most
It is
popular.
one of the most active groups
Yeah.
in Facebook history. That
Wow.
and Al-Qaeda's.
And that and Hitler was not wrong.
Yeah, that one's a popular one
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I
I like that. Like, not. I like the approach of not Hitler was right because you don't want to commit that much, but
Yeah.
he was not wrong. That was pretty much Roald Dahl's stance. Was like he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
you know, like
It's like the go-to for like fucking any like edgy fucking teenage bitch online to go with that. You know, like whenever like there's a contest to name a thing or whatever, it's always like name a new Mountain Dew flavor. It's always like Hitler didn't do a bad thing.
yeah. I remember when
Featuring raspberry lime.
Tila Tequila. You remember her?
Yes.
She went very pro Hitler at one point. She
Nice.
was- yeah, it was a very strange approach she took.
Yeah. What isn't she like Filipino? Filipina?
I think she's tequilan. I think she's from Tequila Land.
Just
She's so not. I remember what was
because if she is, then like my whole point is that that like those people also are victims of a lot of racism from people. So like you would think that
that's not how it works. Now,
Yeah.
when you're safe in America,
yeah.
you hate the other. You know, you decide that you're part. You know what I mean? You make that decision, and then you just decide the very specific people maybe you want to hate on.
Well, isn't that like the whole thing as to why like they lost a bunch of like Latino voters, the Democrats, because they were like treating them as like these other people, and these Latinos are like, we're white, dude.
Dude, it's so hard to even hear that term, Latino voters, black vote. Like it just, there's something about the way the demographics, you know, even
Yeah.
when you work in a marketing firm, also you hear it so much, and it's crazy how they reduce us all to these just
Yeah, I know.
basic blocks, and no one's a human anymore, and we're all just machines, and it's so hilarious. And I remember I was working at this like working marketing for this bank, and we were doing this banner and they're for like mutual funds. They're like, black people don't get mutual funds. Don't use black people. And I'm like, I think they do. I think some do. I'm pretty sure some do. I'm going to call a few.
That is insane.
Yeah, I've heard crazy things. A lot about like Asians too. and
Especially
it's like-
here in Quebec, it's so fucking white,
Yeah.
man. It's so white.
I've heard I don't want people thinking this is only for Asians. It's like, I don't
What,
think that's-
money?
Yeah, like I don't think putting a picture of an Asian person makes them think it's only
Like
for
a guy
Asians.
like Marc-Andre and Saint Jean will be like, shit, next time, next sort of money will be mine.
I want to be like, do you think that when you put a white person, they think it's only for white people? Like, we hope they do. We want them to think that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
Motherfuckers.
if you look at, I guess this is going to be our government politics and race episode.
Yeah,
with
we're
no
covering it.
laughs.
We go there.
With no laughs whatsoever.
I can make you laugh.
Whatever. The premier of the province was like, and you guys can see each other for Christmas, and then all the Jews and Hindu people were like, what about us? What about Diwali and Hanukkah?
Hanukkah. Say it again.
Hanukkah.
Shit. I like that.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Yeah, that's when you make it sound like
And
that
then
Street
just
Fighter
like,
move.
yeah, like eight goblets of fire shoot out of your fingertips.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I also listened to, like, I saw this. There's this, I guess, a musical coming out on film.
What do you mean?
Film the musical. You know, like when they take a movie and they like a famous Broadway play and they bring it to the screen. They generally write a new song because they want to win an Oscar, and you have to write an original song to get an Oscar.
Okay.
So, like, even Aladdin, when it came back with like live motion people.
Yeah, they're like, there's sand in my dick hole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's sand in my dick hole. Yeah.
So glad I'm circumcised.
Because the sand, it does not itch. Yeah.
So there's a new one coming out called whatever. Who cares? Who cares? The musical, and Meryl.
I'm glad we're. Okay. Yes.
Meryl
okay, you
Streep
wanna
is in
talk
it.
about Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is in it, and they decide to add a new song to pump
Yeah.
it up. You know, something
Yeah.
for the new kids, for the kids to jam on. You
Yeah.
know, chew on this, children.
Yeah, you know how 14-year-olds love Meryl Streep.
And dude, Meryl Streep raps,
Yeah.
and it is exactly what it should be.
I'm Meryl Streep, and I'm here to say.
I should have died in 2008. Something like that. Yeah.
I got osteoporosis and osteoarthritis.
And I'm a wench, just like Judi Dench. I actually don't like. I think Meryl Streep might be a good actress, but she is everywhere all the time.
I'm not gonna lie, I get her, Glenn Close, Susan Sarandon all confused.
Of course, and also there's the other one, the one that played the alien lady, Rip Van Winkle.
Oh yeah, Sheila.
Sheila Strongstone.
Yeah,
yes.
whatever. Yeah,
no,
her.
Ripley. Believe it or not, what's her fucking name? What's your name?
Why are you talking like that? Doesn't matter, man. That lady, yeah, I get it. The girl with the
No, it matters, man. It's really
okay.
bothering me.
It,
Sinead O'Connor.
yes, exactly. She ripped up a picture of the alien on Saturday Night Live, and people got mad. Doesn't matter. Sharon Tweed.
Hey, share with us, please, when you realize who we're talking about. Sharon.
If you haven't fallen asleep at this point of this week's episode, a very
Sharon
low energy
Stone.
episode.
Sharon Stone.
No, it's not Sharon Stone. Do you see her pussy, by the way, in that movie? I've never
You
seen
don't
it.
see her. Do
Oh.
you think?
Yeah.
That's a question you're asking me.
Yeah.
You think that in the movie that they played in the cinema,
Yeah, it's like
For the
if
families
it's
worldwide.
NC-17 or whatever. Isn't it NC-17?
no, there's no lips. I think that's that's a rated X if they show lips or
No.
or-
NC-17, you can do it.
if they show the pleasure button. It's
Isn't there? Don't you see like a dick going in and out in the beginning of that movie there, like Antichrist or whatever, Willem Dafoe?
what?
The Lars Van Troyer movie or some shit?
Oh yeah, but those don't count as movies.
Oh, okay.
Nympho or whatever.
I don't know, man.
He made like 2 movies called Nympho where it's just awkward moments of like rapey sex, and it's like, why is this a movie?
Because
Why-
that man
why
has
do-
a vision.
Why does everybody want to watch this stuff? There's what's that other popular one that they're all the prude women read and their vaginas quivered? What's that popular
What
book?
you don't understand how shittily you describe stuff. Then you expect me to fill in the
You
blanks.
do know what I'm talking about. There was
No,
a
not
book.
that one. Harry Potter. What
No,
are you talking about?
there was a books. 50 Shades of Grey. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. Hold on. You're telling me now that you know what the book is, you still think I
I have no idea what. Let's play that back. You know the red where everyone quivered. What the fuck does that mean?
You know that piece of I don't know. I'm not gonna try to repeat. I thought it was genius. Anyways,
This is what happens when you smoke weed before the podcast.
I didn't smoke weed. I put pure CBD. There's no THC in it. What do you have to say now, smart ass?
Chronic brain disorder. That's what you smoked. You fucking idiot.
My prude friend. So now I don't remember. Now you can bring the next topic up because you just took me off.
What do you mean? Okay, it's a musical. Meryl Streep raps.
Yeah.
What about
You know
it?
what's very funny is that look at the note. Look what the note says right here.
Here to say I should have died in 2008. You didn't even come up with anything. You just read what you wrote.
No, but the thing is, you said the first part, and we were able to just ad-lib it because you just out of nowhere went, "My name is Meryl Streep,
I
and
didn't
I'm
see
here
your
to
notes,
say," and I'm
yeah.
like, "I can finish this." I literally have the end to this
Wow.
written down on my paper.
How'd you do that, man?
Because we're just this.
You're like David Blaine, man. You just fucking magicked your way.
We're both just as hack that we would
Yeah.
start it with, "I'm here to say."
Of course, because it's a white woman who's 67 rapping. What do you think it's gonna start with? Like, panda, whatever.
I think
fuck.
it does start with her being like badass, like I am a woman, be a woman, roar. I am a woman, be a woman, roar.
How's
I
that
should
a
fucking
rap?
be Pink. I could write Pink songs. That's all. You know, I was crying to
Your brain is
America's Got
everywhere.
Talent.
Okay.
You know, you ever watch America's Got Talent and
Yeah.
just cry your eyes out?
Yeah, because your dad was supposed to get the business to sell them all those buttons that they pressed for the chairs to turn around, and you lost out on that all the money.
Yeah, that's the voice, but they do have a
Oh,
button.
right.
They do have buttons on America's Got Talent too.
Fuck.
They have a big X, I think, or something like that, so it counts. And there's a gold button if you win. But all they have to do is show some kid or some adult singing a song, and then after they sing the song, their child or their parent comes running on and hugs them, and they play some soft Pink song with a piano,
Yeah.
and then my tears start to well up.
Yeah. You have to have a story to be on that show. You can't just be like a talented dude. You have to have like a mom who fell down in a well.
I'm crying to America's Got Talent. I'm crying to Will Smith. I'm crying. I'm posting crazy stuff on Facebook. I'm literally a 72-year-old woman or a 62-year-old woman.
No, you're a 14-year-old girl.
Is that what, they don't touch Facebook? They don't go near Facebook.
Okay, you're a 14-year-old girl in 2009.
Jason, for the amount that you hang out with 14-year-old
In
girls,
2009.
I'm surprised you don't know more about. Oh,
I haven't met a 14-year-old in 15 years. It's true, eh?
yeah, that's true.
You know what's funny is that like recently I realized that like up until I was like 27, I hadn't met a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, like since I was like a 5 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then my parents turned like 40.
Yeah.
And recently I haven't met a teenager in 10 years, and it feels good.
Yeah, I think I the first my girlfriend has nieces, and they're the first
Right.
teenagers I've
Exactly.
met in a while.
You haven't had to
but
deal with them.
they made me feel like my prejudices on teenagers was incorrect.
Why? They're cool?
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're cooler than us. Like they know more than us. Like they've got their ear to the ground. We don't. We have no idea what's going on.
What do you mean what do they know?
They just naturally
Tell me what they know.
They just know everything. They can't share it with us because we're just dumb old people. We'll never get it. We're way too attached to ourselves and like where our our next thing that we're gonna buy and pay for is
And my
going.
net worth.
What's my net worth? How what's credit card is doing this and that? Like I have 3
Don't you love when
apps.
you have to like get new insurance on your apartment or your house or whatever, and they're like,
Never had house
what?
insurance.
Well, your apartment insurance. You
No,
never had
never.
apartment insurance?
Never.
What are you doing, dude?
Never.
This place could light up like this if I have something to say about it.
Actually, fact. In St. Henry, they go up like matches.
Yeah,
go up
because
like
they were built in
haystacks.
1910 when everything they injected asbestos into the wood to make it like
Yeah, it's literally insulated.
faster.
It's insulated with gasoline or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It's not a. Yeah, no.
Okay,
you're
well,
not wrong.
anyway, when you get apartment insurance or whatever, they make you total up what all of you own inside the apartment is worth,
Okay.
and you have to.
What was your
come-
number?
I'm not coming. I'm not telling you that number.
$17.
It adds up faster than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you start like adding weird
And also-
numbers to your suits or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, well, this suit, I guess.
I forgot about my clothes. I didn't even add my clothes into there. Anyways, like I think their minimum is like $20,000. Most people have like at least $20,000 worth of shit. in
There's
that place.
not $20,000 worth of shit in this place.
That plant is $5,000.
Well, that is true. That is absolutely true. And if you'd like to purchase it,
What
right
the fuck
now-
is that, by the way?
What is
Sorry,
that?
you can't see it. What is that? A pepper plant?
It's a pepper
Is that
plant.
fake?
No.
You have a pepper plant inside your apartment?
Well, we had it outside our apartment, and then the winter came.
Yeah, they don't look good.
No, it was dying, and we decided maybe we can give it a second life indoors.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
You
give
know
it a
that
try.
very promising indoor pepper.
Everybody knows how you grow jalapenos indoors in a carpeted 1-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment with one window in it.
What the
Everybody
fuck is
knows
it doing there?
that's
All
what
right.
you do. But it's just hard to just say goodbye to just kill it and just be like, okay. you're
Yeah,
done.
like you every spring you just buy like 9 plants and they all die slowly over the summer, and then in the winter they just shiver away. And
But for some reason, all the jalapenos went red. They would be like green for a minute.
those are actual jalapenos?
Yeah,
And
they
they're
were,
red?
they were green, and you were like, okay, they're gonna grow bigger because they were pretty shrimpy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And then they'd start going red right away, so like you have to pick them when they go red.
Jalapeno doesn't fall far from the tree, you know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Small green dick motherfucker.
Shit, son. Ollie, oxen free.
Your dick's got gangrene.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Don't say
I'm
that.
telling.
People are gonna think it's true. Man, I just I wonder, like, I'd love to go undercover as a teenager for like a week. Like, just go into a high school, but like not like
For
it's super
sexual
obvious.
what are you doing?
No, not for
You're
sexual
gross, dude.
reason. What are you, that's
What the
your
hell?
head. You're a fucking weirdo.
What the fuck, man?
I just want to pretend I'm cool with them. Like, I want to see if I could like TikTok with the rest of them. You know, I want to see if like I could still be cool.
They would use your body hair, and
No, I
they
wouldn't
would light
be
you on
me.
fire.
I would. Well, I still had body hair when I was, but if I could just like go back and like go, I'm like I'm.
They
a
would
teenager
Lord of the
again.
Flies you and tie you to. They would tie you to a stick and roast you like a pig.
No, they're softies. These ones. I'd probably go in there and probably call someone retarded and instantly just be like expelled from the high school immediately.
Day one.
Day one.
Of the undercover operation with the cops.
Day one.
To get them all arrested against for ecstasy or whatever.
Yeah, because like
And you're like, yo, this ecstasy's retarded. And they're like, you're fucking out of here, dude.
Get enough. That's exactly what would happen. Or I just try to be making people laugh. Like, that's what's so sad. Even if I was the same 40-year-old man in a 14-year-old body, I'd still just be trying to get the validation of the other 14-year-old kids.
Okay, so it's a Freaky Friday situation.
Yes. It's a Freaky Friday.
And who are you Freaky Fridaying with?
Well, let's say I had a kid. I had a
Okay,
son who was
okay.
super chill.
Who's 14?
And he was like, he was chill as shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, you Freaky
No, but I
Friday
like
him.
the idea that like with that. I don't know what happens in Freaky Friday, but I like the idea that like my son is like a nerd and I'm going in there trying to cool him up. You know what I mean?
And then they just hate you more. It's like, we liked you better before. You're just
Yes,
quiet. There's
yes.
nothing wrong with you.
That's exactly what I
And
want.
now you're obnoxious.
I wanted like, so I wish one night, like I wish like I could take my son's place so I can make it for a day so I can make him cool and popular
You
finally.
just ruin his life.
And now he's in jail for like, he's got a life sentence, and then we switch back, and I'm like, oh shit.
fuck.
Oh fuck.
Ah, dude.
Little
I didn't shit or piss all day just to be in the clear. And
Jesus.
now,
Orange Jr. is gonna be pissed.
yeah,
Orange Jr. is gonna be really pissed.
with his hereditary green dick.
It's not true.
We're closing in on
It's only green
20
on
whatever
on-
minutes.
It's only green on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's cultural appropriation.
There's a Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. I don't know if this is
Wild Wings?
Is this? Yeah. Is this only a Montreal place? Buffalo Bills.
I think it's international, but it like shut down, and there's only like 3 franchisees
Yeah.
left.
I was like driving
in
by one,
Montreal.
and it was so gross looking. Just a
Yeah.
door in the middle of like a million. You know, it's just like a door with a bunch of stickers on it. that
Yeah.
Have a bunch of like random ratings, and then like a just eat or whatever. You know.
It's like 100% approved by the 1967 World Expo.
Yeah, exactly. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, I can't. We ordered from there a few weeks ago. I'm like, I can't believe we eat from there. Then I realized, oh, it's not this location. It's another one. Just the other day I was driving by and I saw that location, and they
Right.
still have Happy St. Patrick's Day all
Nice.
over. You know, like that
Well, that was
spray.
the last thing that happened before the world shut down, so maybe they just haven't been in there.
Oh, so it's like one of those apocalypse movies.
Yeah, exactly. Happy Step. That would be the worst apocalypse movie.
After St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's still dyed green. The only water supply is green. Everyone's shitting green for the eternity of life. You want to do that?
I'll do it, yeah.
All right. This just in. Boy, did we thought we were having a low energy episode, but baby, did I just read an article.
Fuck yeah.
Oren, can you read the title of the article?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm making a lot of noise.
Yeah, you're making a lot of noise.
Okay, this is from the Daily Beast.
I don't know if it's a reputable. I've heard of it before, but I don't know if it's
I
reputable.
get all my news from the
Okay,
Daily Beast.
Rawr.
Was Eve made from Adam's missing penis bone?
According to the Bible, God fashioned Adam out of dirt, while Eve, who was created as a comparison for Adam, was made out of Adam's ribs. Or was she?
Dum dum.
This
dum.
guy from the American Jewish University, and not making that up,
Obviously.
is saying that Eve was created out of the now missing penis bone.
I knew I was missing a bone.
No, because I didn't know this, but I just found this out, that primates, other than humans, have a dick or clit bone. Did you know about this,
I had
Art?
no idea.
In all of your research with all those monkeys.
But now I know what I was choking on when last meal I was eating in the in Mozambique.
Yeah. At Kyoko Sushi.
Yeah,
restaurant.
exactly, yeah. Man, that is a crazy thought that there could be a penis bone,
Dude.
or a clit bone.
I just read that also some guys have like abnormalities where they have bones at the tip of their dick.
At the tip,
I'm guessing it's like a
does it mean
0.01%.
one bone just at the tip?
I don't know
connected
how.
to anything?
Why are you asking me? Like I'm a scientist here.
Yeah,
I didn't study at the American Jewish University. I swear to God, that's where this guy is teaching.
The clit bone's connected to the.
Other clit bone. There's 7 different clit bones.
Imagine like each lip had a bone, and then the clit had a bone, and it was
Dude.
just.
The guy's distinguished professor at biblical literature and Northwest Semitic languages at American Jewish
How many
University.
Semitic? Well, I guess there's more than one.
His name is Ziony Zevit.
Zion.
Not Zion, Ziony to make
Ziony.
it cute.
I'm super Ziony.
What's the name of this bone? One sec. It's called the baculum, and I think we found out our new episode title.
I want to get into that baculum.
The baculum, baby.
Yeah. Oh man, I just broke my baculum.
Crushing mad puss this weekend.
Man, that's crazy. I wish I had a penis bone. That would
Why?
be my favorite bone. Because then,
You crack it the first thing in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine having a cast on it.
Oh god.
Would you need a cast on
You
it?
need a cast.
With just the
Everybody
head
signs it
popping
at school.
And
That's
you're
what we needed to
like,
inject some energy into the show today.
If you're gonna cast it, please do it when it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to cast it when it's hard,
and
please.
it gets soft, it just immediately slinks off.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
You gotta
warming
maintain
inside.
an erection for 12 weeks.
Oh my god. Do you think
Oh god.
I also like that you like if there was a penis bone, then we would like know the size of all penises from all like the pharaohs and stuff like that. Like so you could actually make like.
What's your point? I agreed with you enthusiastically, but I don't know what your point
Well,
is.
just you can make like you could like they would definitely talk about the size of different pharaohs' penises.
Right.
Like that would be a huge.
And you could
conversation.
have like a line of dildos that are like, get fucked by King Ramses the second. Tutankhamun, no, you coming, huh?
That's hilarious. They should do that anyways. I'm sure there's a way that they could accurately find out
With like MRIs or whatever.
what King Tut's penis looked like, and you can create a strap-on.
What's that video? There's that video
That's
where
blue
like
and gold striped.
there's that video where they X-ray or like MRI the sarcophagus, and they're like, we can actually hear what the voice of this pharaoh would have sounded like, and it's just like, it's fucking great.
I love that
Go
stupid
find that
science
video.
bullshit where they're like, we know what things would sound like, and then it's just like that's like just a noise.
It sounds like a raccoon being steamrolled.
No! That's fucking hilarious.
So this guy, this distinguished professor, is saying that Eve was made from the dick, and boy was she.
Man, it's funny that it's like that we're even questioning like, well, I guess it's true that the rib thing was silly.
Yeah.
That rib idea was just silly, so there has to
Yeah.
be a better reason. Made from the penis bone.
Yeah.
I love the idea that God was like, what? Let me just take this one. He's not going to need that.
Yoink.
Yeah, just yoink and then stuck that into the rib.
Into dirt.
But hold on, it doesn't really make sense because isn't the whole reason because men have one less rib?
No.
Isn't there something like that? No?
That's Marilyn Manson.
It's the funniest fucking shit somebody said.
Yeah.
Like, I put in an extra rib to make sure I can't suck my own dick.
That was, I think his name's Adam Christie, Toronto comic,
Dude.
had that joke, and it's very funny.
Very fucking funny.
I think it was like I got surgery to get more ribs so I can finally stop sucking my own dick. That's a very funny joke. I want to make sure we don't copy it because that's
Yeah, so
credit where it's due, you know?
I had thought that there was a difference in the ribs between. I thought there was like one less bone, and that's why they made that stupid thing. But I guess I'm crazy.
I don't know. Do women have an extra set of ribs? Is that what you're
Alexa,
saying?
do men and women have the same amount of bones?
Here's something I found on the web. According to blurted.com, men and women have the same amount of ribs except for the rare examples of 11 or 13 pairs stated above.
So yes,
So sometimes it's like that fucking.
except for 11 or 13 specific people.
It's like when I Googled how many nipples should dogs have, and they were like, well, 12, but sometimes more and sometimes less.
It's so ridiculous.
So science cannot predict ribs. Okay.
I have extra nipples for sure.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't have the actual nipples, but the way my hair, the pattern of my chest hair grows, it's very obvious that right below my nipples are other circles of nipples. You know, like it's doing the pattern
No way.
twice over.
Like a dog.
Oh yeah, I was ready to have 6 nipples.
Yeah.
I think there was just some quick thing that happened right
Do
away.
primates have 6 nipples? Do
I was gonna have a
gorillas?
penis bone, a clit bone, and 6 nipples. That's how I was originally born. Do primates? I don't
Wait,
know.
do gorillas have more than 2 nips? No, they have the regular 2 nips, right?
I think they have the 2 nips.
Yeah, but with the bone.
With the bone, but I definitely was supposed to. I was maybe I'm half dog. Maybe that's exactly it. Maybe my
Yeah, I think you are, dude.
mother
You're
made
half
love to a golden retriever.
Chernobyl fucking freak dog.
Oh no,
That's
no.
why your dick glows green, motherfucker.
Jason, you gotta stop telling them that. It's a beautiful penis.
Glad we made this the science episode of the Friendship Hour.
Oh my god. You know what I was thinking about?
Please tell me.
The thermos.
Just in general?
Yeah, just
like
in
how
general.
it works?
Yeah, because I don't understand what happened.
You don't need to understand.
No, but tell me, Jason, that you didn't notice that all of a sudden in the last few years, thermos technology has.
I haven't touched or bought a thermos in so many years.
Okay, so you know the very in fashion little, they look like metal water bottles that people tend to use a lot. Like you see them a lot.
Yeah. Okay, I have one. I got one for free at work when I joined. That was the main reason why I joined the job.
Have you ever put a hot or cold beverage inside of this thing?
Yeah, hot as hell.
And it stays that way
It's
all
great.
day.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, I had a thermos.
Yeah.
That was like insulated on the sides. The top had like the silvery part inside of it. You would break, and get loose. It was like the biggest thing in the world, and it literally kept my stuff hot for an hour and a half.
Right.
So what happened where they learned how to
thermos.
go from that to just a piece of metal that could keep things going all day? We were camping once, and someone had an ice box, like a cooler that kept ice in it for 3 days straight. Like just closed, ice was in there the whole time.
I mean, like, we've come a long way as a species. Like in the 60s, they had to fake the moon landing, but now we go to space all the time.
And now we do it all the time. Yeah, I guess so. I think that there's some curse that they put on metal or something like that.
Yeah.
The Jews must have done something that I wasn't told about, and somehow now they have metal that just keeps things at a temperature. It doesn't make any sense to me, because when I was a kid,
magic. It is magic.
Thermoses didn't work when I was a kid. I think that was my point, that I never had a thermos that worked. I remember getting Alphagettis in this giant. It looked like something that the astronauts had to take to space.
I don't think I ever had a thermos, dude. Actually, no. I definitely ate soup at school.
Didn't you play on the pond or something? Weren't you born near the pond where you played with the Tim Horton Timbits and
I went to indoor hockey places. I didn't play on the pond like a fucking. I was a pussy, dude.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, dude. You ever get a puck to the shin? Just a fucking puck to the shin when it's minus 20?
No.
I played outside on the pond once. I was like, never again, dude. And I was a goalie. I was a guy who was like, yeah, I'll get shit shot at me at 50 miles an hour.
Actually, you should like it because they can't go as fast if they're outdoors.
Yeah, but you don't wear all your protection when you play outdoors. You wear nothing, and it's pure vulcanized rubber.
Because you're trying to be cool. You're like, I don't need my pads. I'm super chill.
I like how they when they started hockey, pucks were just frozen horse shit made into disc shape.
Get out of here. Is that true?
No, for real.
They shot shit at each other. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why goalies didn't wear helmets. They're like, no, you don't get to
I
wear a
love
helmet.
this stuff, baby.
We don't like you, and that's why you're goalie, and you're not wearing a helmet.
Also, you're not allowed to. You weren't allowed to go on your knees, so you just had to stand up the whole time. And if a thing was coming at your face, you had to stand there and take it.
That's the funniest part about watching old hockey is how the goalies never went down. They just like tried to stop it with their ankle.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "Oh, here's my ankle. Is that going to stop that shooting puck? My ankle." Wayne Gretzky's like scoring all these goals because he always did the fake shot.
Yeah, and then they would like
and goalies were like, "I'm getting the
like,
fuck out of here," and then he just like just toss it in.
Yeah.
It was his move. He was so good at that. I mean, it's just
there was only like 12 super talented hockey players before like 20 years ago. Before that, everyone sucked.
And it didn't even take that much
horrible.
to be that good. You just had to be smarter. Like everyone's athletic, and then one guy comes in who's smart, and he's just like thinking, like, oh, if I scare him by the fake shot, or if I go behind the net, no one has access to me. You know what I mean? Well,
hockey fans have like this big like complex, like who like they're like, please love my sport. It's so much better than every other sport. Like please. Then they'll bring up the fact that like Wayne Gretzky beat like Pele in a race.
Okay.
But like what they don't say is that Pele was like 56 years old when the race was done, and Gretzky was in the prime of his career.
Gretzky's the only thing I like. He's such a little small town.
He's a man. He's a little baby.
He's such a little baby.
He looks like maybe a pro golfer if he's going to be an athlete. Maybe
he would never make it in the NHL with the level of fighting that is now. Like back then,
no, there's less fighting now. What are you talking about?
Who is the guy? No,
what are you talking about?
There's less fighting now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, okay.
He only existed because of fighting. Because they just put some big ass guy next to him on the same line, and if you even went near him, you'd get your ass kicked on the next shift.
I feel like
what's the guy? There was one guy they even brought him to L.A. with him.
He
would travel with him. Like
Chenko.
Yeah, Chenko was his bodyguard. That's the
name?
guy who left the league because he like smacked that guy. So he like
no, you're thinking of someone else. You're thinking of Marty McSorley.
Yeah, McSorley.
one of the few black men in the league on top of the head, with a fucking stick, like it was a battle axe.
Yeah, that was
That was bad.
that was McSorley. McSorley followed Gretzky around.
I don't remember. I was a baby.
This is the way the game was. Like Gretzky would skate around like an asshole, like going crazy,
Yeah.
and no one would hit him because they knew that they literally would get a concussion in the next shift if they tried. Because
I'm sure he would have been
back
fine,
there was no
but-
instigator back
Yeah.
then. You could literally just take somebody, you start punching them in the face, and you're just gonna get 5. You know,
5 for fighting.
it's great.
I'm a swear for a moment. That
See,
guy.
you get annoyed at me with the
5 for
sounds I
fighting?
make.
5
You
for
get
fighting,
annoyed
the
at
fucking
me,
singer,
and then you
baby.
fucking do something like that. And if
What's that
normally,
song?
If you didn't get annoyed at me, I wouldn't get annoyed at you for that sound.
What's
but I
that
can't-
song?
I can't say Sam on
There you go. 5 for fighting. That's one man who was like, I'm going to name myself after the worst thing you could do at a hockey game.
Isn't that more than a bird?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm more than a bird.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more than a plane.
Yeah.
I'm more
You think
than
our
a
listenership
bear.
is going down because of this
No, they
specifically?
like this part. I used to hate that. One of the I was talking about dumb lyrics, like we talked about Ricky Martin last week.
Yeah.
Remember Nelly Furtado?
I'm like a bird. I want to fly away.
What a piece of shit lyric.
Written by a 4-year-old. Yeah.
I am like a bird. I want to fly away. It's so dumb.
In case
I'm
the
like
simile was not obvious enough, she had to tell us what a bird does.
I'm like a bird. My brain is so small.
Okay.
My bones are hollow.
That's my favorite thing about birds.
We know, Jason.
For some reason.
It's funny.
It's funny.
I'm like a bird.
What else did I have?
I'm super fucking gay.
Whoa.
Why, you can't be gay?
You don't know anything about birds, dude. Don't talk shit about birds.
Shauna Paula. Do you think he normally just talks? He adds in like a Shauna. Is his name Shauna?
Yeah, his name is Shauna.
Imagine his name was actually Shauna.
His specialty is acrylic nails.
Shauna Paul.
uh,
Shauna Paul, welcome to my salon.
yeah.
I give you French manicure. Bump up to you.
I was thinking about how much I miss doing stand-up comedy because someone messaged me yesterday thinking that Grumpy's bar was closing because they're building condos on the rest of that street.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the last mics that I hosted and stuff, and like, fuck, what? There was a guy who was super fucking annoying, Italian guy from like Brooklyn or some shit, and he was staying at a hostel. He's like 50 years old. Joey Coldcuts.
Joey Coldcuts. Yeah, I think we talked about him once.
Did we?
Yeah, that he actually went by Joey Coldcuts.
Yeah, he was just going on stage telling street jokes about beating up his 14-year-old daughters.
Oh my god.
And yeah, he wanted to be.
That's
brought
what
up
Louis
by-
does, right? He beats up his daughters. That's funny when I do that, right?
Yeah, fuck, man. I do like Louis C.K., but boy, did he just start a revolution of grown men talking shit about their children
And their wives.
on stage.
And
Yeah,
their wives.
yeah,
Like
insane.
it's crazy.
That's what they thought the joke was. They didn't see any of the material within it. They were just
Jason
like,
loves everything else about Louis, but just that one thing. That's the one thing. Everything
yeah,
else,
everything else I agree with.
completely things that Jason would do. But
Yeah.
but that one thing,
That's the one
That's the
thing.
one. If you really had to find one. Also, that Woody Allen makes too many movies. You said that's the only thing that bothers you about
Yeah.
Woody Allen.
One a year? Come on, don't stretch yourself so thin, Woody.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a few people on Instagram that I'm more interested in following, like we talked about last time, because they're weirdos, and I never realized how much I enjoyed their not funniness. You know,
Yes.
like we're still like that guy from last week we were talking about who was posting all the Instagram.
The deep fakes of his face on every single piece of pop culture you can imagine. I think he's done 60 of them at this point.
Yeah, he paid for that app, and he's getting his money's worth.
He's getting his money's
He's like,
worth.
I'm getting every single goddamn video you have. And he did an Eddie Murphy, and I'm wondering if that's blackface. Like, if I just did an Eddie Murphy, that would feel wrong a little bit. No,
Yeah, but he is. I don't know what he is. Is he Sri Lankan? No, I don't know if he's Sri Lankan.
he's definitely from a browner part of town.
Shout out to our new listener, Kuala Lumpur, by the way.
Hey, Koala, stick around, okay? Don't follow these other assholes.
Yeah, these fucking Kuwaitis who say that they love us and they'll stay with us forever, and then they never, they leave us like
It's not
that,
fair.
like that.
Dude, I'm on my period. You can't emotionally fuck with me like that, okay?
Yeah.
It's not fair, Kuwait. And there's also some others. There's some others that have been dropping in and dropping out.
Yeah,
I
Brazil.
I don't know
from
what I expect. from
Salvador, Brazil. I didn't even know you were a place until last week when I saw you pop up on our listenership map.
people. It's really but there is some encouraging stuff, you know. We're
Yeah,
not just bitching and moaning. We're fucking hilarious and everyone knows it. Everyone's joining the team. I know that.
I feel like we're really tired this week.
Yeah.
We're just so tired.
I need something.
It's so look at like I know if you're watching on YouTube you can't see this, but it's so fucking dark out. It's 5:00, man.
And it snowed for the first time
today
in like in a year.
God's dandruff falling from the sky.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
What?
God's dandruff.
Is that old?
I just don't like it. I don't know why. I mean, it's such an old man thing to say. Oh, God's farting. It's the thunder of God's farts.
God's side pieces, crabs falling from the sky.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else is a white powder?
God just did a line and his nostrils flaking.
Yeah, dude.
down.
Okay, cool.
That's
cocaine.
Sick. Yeah,
hell
it's sicker. It's like badass. It makes people know that we're badass.
Dude, do you think God could cut a line so fat even he could not?
Sick. Oh, I'd so party with God, man.
Dude.
I'd party with God so fucking hard. Let me tell you about the time I went back to this guy's place after like partying all night, and he was feeding me with cocaine. And then we go back, and like it was one of the first times that I'd really with someone who was just had so much cocaine that it didn't matter. And then we went back to his place, and he literally took a wall a wall to wall mirror off the wall and put it on our laps and just spilled out all his coke. We were just sitting
That's
there.
so gross, man.
Also so gross. I was probably like 21, not even like 20 years old, and I was like, "This is probably the coolest night of my life. This is going in my autobiography for sure."
Newsflash. This rules.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, kitty cat? That's not me being that guy in character. That's just the cat walking across the room. And
no,
me
that was
saying
Jason hitting on me.
What up, kitty cat?
Jason says that to me every time he walks into my apartment.
Also, I would like to point out, like, I don't know what your idea of partying was when you were like 12, 13, but like the first time I went to like a fucking party, you know, like you saw in the movies, it's like, oh, it's just talking to people while drunk. That's what a party is. Yeah, there's nothing else that happens.
Yeah, you literally.
You might see a guy fuck on a trampoline, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's not anything crazy going on.
Yeah, and we weren't even there were no drinking games really. We didn't do much of that stuff.
I played a bit of beer pong, but not much. It wasn't that big. I don't know.
We were mostly getting drunk on beer and Jack Daniels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when people started getting the fake IDs, I had this one buddy who created a whole business out of making fake IDs.
That's pretty good.
They figured out their Photoshop. They bought a laminator.
Okay.
And they were literally they're so dumb because
that's another example of people making it because they have rich parents. No one can just buy a laminator.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They have like an allowance of like $800 a week. And they're like, I'm going to spend
that's a good point.
a quarter of it on a laminator.
That's a good point. They were like, I think they were taking it too seriously. They like were making receipts. So like they would get in big trouble if they ever got caught, which is really funny.
Receipts to return shit at stores that they hadn't bought?
No.
Okay.
They were making receipts for when you bought a fake ID from them. They'd give it to you with a receipt of your transaction. And my buddy in his house had like one of those receipt pins. You know what I mean? That he had like everyone's.
Okay, like an 80-year-old man?
Yeah, exactly.
Next
like
to his Rolodex?
He had a green hat and the buttons. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they were like selling them. And before they got the laminators, they would just make you the ID. And then they would, what we would do is we would go into like old movie stores, and they had laminators there because they used to always make you your cards. You know, you'd get you'd always get like a membership card back in the day. Like if you went to like any video store.
Yeah.
And we knew someone who worked there, so we'd get them to use the laminator to laminate the cards. You know, it was like a whole back end. But I had this one card for me that I never got laminated that was sitting in my wallet, and it had a fake name.
Ziony Zevit.
Yeah, exactly. And then it had a picture of me, and I think it had my actual address because I lost my wallet, and it was like the only thing in it, and it got back to my house. Like I always thought it was really funny that I got my wallet returned to me with $25 in it, and the only ID in it was my fake ID, but it was so accurate that it still got back to my house.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I probably thought it was smart to like change one number and one letter in the street name, and it's still like they figured it out. They were like, it makes sense.
Because postal codes, that's how they work, dude. They're just for one side of this half a block of a street. That's what it is.
It's funny because I lost
also, I like the receipts is exactly like that first season episode of The Wire where they're like, the stringer bells like, are you taking notes of a criminal conspiracy, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, it's very funny that moment.
Yeah.
There's this guy just like taking notes in the corner while very, very sexy Idris Elba is talking about why you
standing tallingly next to
question
him.
your sexuality when looking at a chocolate drink.
Also, I like how your cat's sitting on your girlfriend's work chair, looking like she just switched bodies with your girlfriend.
She like
Like looking up at the computer, like, yeah, I've done my work for the day.
yeah, it was a tough one, but got her done. She could crack her knuckles if she
Yeah,
could.
and her dick bone.
Her
Hey, do you have a dick bone?
Dude, imagine having a cat penis. Cat penises. Do you ever see a cat penis?
Yeah, don't they have like thorns, like a rose bush?
Yeah, and it hurts your tongue. Yeah, no, they have fetuses that attack. That's why I feel so bad because my cat definitely gets raped a lot during the day. She goes out, she has a fun,
Oh no!
but she gets attacked because
Kitty cat.
that's what cats do out there.
Yeah,
And I just hate the idea that like it's just so violent. You know?
I think your cat reverse assaults male cats outside.
That'd be
That's
amazing.
what
She
backs
just
into.
dick shames them. She
Yeah.
just dick shames that small, useless fucking yeah.
Green jalapeno dick, and you're like, again. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, she goes out there and she feels seasoned to me. She like, you know, because she goes outside, like she seems like she's badass. She could take care of herself, you know?
She walks in like Samuel Jackson in Hateful Eight, just like full of snow on her. Like, lock the door.
There's this fucking cute ass thing where she like I think the first time she ever went outside when there was snow, she
Yeah.
ran out and got her paws full of snow, so she shook them off,
Yeah.
you know. And now every time she feels a breeze, her paw just shakes, and it's like it's either that
Learned
or
behavior.
I'm like so cute. Turns out it's epilepsy, and
Yeah.
she's dying in a
Just-
week.
yeah.
It's like,
She's
whatever.
fine. She's fine.
Yeah, Caesar had epilepsy. You're fine. If Caesar had epilepsy, Caesar.
Julius?
Julius? You mean Julie? You mean my buddy Julius?
Joey Juju?
Yeah, Julius Caesar
Who
had.
are you talking about, Caesar?
What?
Caesar Milan?
No, Julius Caesar. had
Really?
Epilepsy. Yeah,
I think that was just him shaking from being stabbed in the back. Like,
no.
fuck.
No, it was no. He used to get a lot of. He used to fall into fits.
No, that
all
was
the time.
him coming.
Yeah, that's like oh,
'Cause that-
the
who do you
power
think
is
was
so fucking hot right
Under
now.
that robe at all times.
What was it, Jason?
Brutus, baby.
Brutus is such a pussy, man. He's such just a flip flopper, just doing whatever, like going whatever team will accept him. Brutus sucks.
What is your cat doing in the jalapeno
She's
plant?
like, no, you know what she's realized? She goes, I think the dirt is wet. So I think if I put my paws in here, I can put paw
Eat
prints.
the pepper.
Kitty. Hey.
This is good podcasting.
No one get a cat.
Yeah.
Don't get a cat.
Don't eat the pepper, you fucking idiot. Don't look at me like that.
Man, it's just she don't give a shit.
This is great podcasting. Just watching the cat paw at the pepper, be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
She'll just walk into a room and if there's something new there, she'll just be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like she just gets annoyed and just
Yeah.
paws at it.
Nice.
Like a piece of shit she is. Dandanzie.
What's that?
Shonapol.
No.
Dandanzie.
No. Have you ever gotten a jaywalking ticket?
I'm proud to say that I have never.
I've gotten 2, and I got warned for a 3rd one.
So I honestly find that the nerdiest people I know get the most jaywalking tickets.
The second one, it was a rainy day.
Yeah.
Or no, this is the one I got out of. It was a rainy day, and I I had my hood on, so I didn't have any peripheral.
Oh, you
Okay.
gangster, yeah.
It was rainy.
Classic.
And,
Jason in his hood.
And I looked to my side because it was like a don't cross, you know? But it was one of these streets in the Plateau, that fucking shitty neighborhood full of Frenchmen. It was that shitty fucking neighborhood where like the street was like literally from here to the camera.
Yeah.
That's the amount that I wasn't allowed to cross.
Yeah.
And I looked to my side, and I had already taken a step. Then I locked eyes with a cop in a cop car,
Yeah.
and I just kept walking
You're
because
so annoying.
because I was like, I've already taken the step. I can't like. He's like, it's fine, right? There's no cars coming. He'll be like okay with this. But when he pulled me over, he took it as a sign of like
of
disrespect.
course, because you did
that
it
it
right
did
in his
that.
face.
Yeah,
That's what I would
didn't
think.
realize.
Yeah, you like looked him right in the eyes and you're like, you can't do shit, coppa.
But like as I took
catch me, coppa.
as I took the step, I was like, why the fuck am I walking right now? It's like I didn't have control over my own body in the moment.
I'm so much more awkward than that. I've done so many like steps, see a cop. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And just like pace
Like
around.
then a loop.
Yeah, absolutely. I have jaywalked a lot. Like I am a rebel.
Oh wow.
Okay, I don't want people to think I'm not a rebel.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I don't wait for the light always. Okay, but I had a girlfriend once who was like such a goody two shoes, never done anything wrong in her life, and also 3 fucking tickets. 3.
Wow.
And I think it's crazy to me that most of the people who have done a million things to get actual tickets for it, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
people who do drugs and have done bad things, you know?
Yeah.
like you have done crazy things in men's rooms at truck stops all over the city, but no one you've never gotten arrested for that. But it's the jaywalking you get caught for, you know.
Sorry, I'm trying to sell this wardrobe on Facebook Marketplace, and this old fucking lady
calling you right
just
now.
keeps
Put her on.
trying
Put her
to
on.
yeah?
Put her on live. Let's just see if it's worth it. We'll take it off.
Hello?
Allô, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va bien?
Oui, toi?
Bien, grâce à Dieu. J'ai appelé, c'est pour la moi. Est-ce que c'est déjà vendu, mais c'est toujours disponible?
C'est pas vendu, mais c'est disponible, mais pour pick-up seulement. Je peux pas livrer.
Ah, on veut pas livrer. C'est où? L'adresse, c'est où?
C'est à Pointe-Saint-Charles?
Oh, c'est loin de Montréal.
Ben, c'est à Montréal. Vous connaissez le Costco sur rue Bridge?
Non.
Ah. Madame, est-ce que je peux vous rappeler tantôt?
Oui, je vous attends.
OK, merci.
A nice white lady. And I like a good white French
white lady
from
who's
France,
definitely
most likely.
from France, yeah.
From France.
We're gonna cut that out, but let's just say
Can we just put a moment of
yeah,
it?
sure. I'm trying to sell this wardrobe, and people keep expecting me to have a delivery service for them. Like I'm not some fucking asshole.
You started it by saying it's not for delivery. Your French is very nice.
Thank you.
I was really hoping you'd start going into a Creole accent just to make them more
There's no
comfortable.
fucking way I'm gonna do a
You'd be like,
Haitian
suck
accent.
pussy. I wish you.
Am I still on the phone?
That would make me so happy.
But yeah, all these people think that I have some sort of like I live up a spirally staircase. You think I have like I can't just do this alone. It's a 6'6" fucking armoire.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Some guy delivered us we got a Christmas tree on.
Nice, good for you, dude.
He had one season with it, and I was like, "You convert? Like, what do you need?" You know, I was thinking, I was like, either you were dating someone who cared about Christmas, and then you guys broke up,
or your kids perished in a fire.
Oh wow, that's really dark, Jason.
Oh man, poor guy.
Because like, why? Maybe he's going to real trees this year, but what reason would you be giving up a Christmas tree?
I don't know, man. Stop believing in Santa.
Yeah, that's
The magic of Christmas.
You won't believe.
You won't.
You won't even believe what I just found out. Imagine he said that at
Yeah.
the door. He was just like livid.
But yeah, I don't know what people expect me to like be able to fucking deliver this thing to them. It's like 6'6" and it weighs like 150 pounds.
Well, that's the thing. It's like because people want it, but they don't realize that that's a huge part of it. Is that they need someone else.
Yeah,
and they
there's
need
a
something
reason
big
why
enough
it's
to
not
bring it.
$500. Anyways,
So you're selling a wardrobe.
I'm selling because I don't need it.
What are
Yeah.
you doing with the Lion on the Witch? Thank you very much,
Oh,
everybody.
what I wanted to say before for the jaywalking thing, the guy
yeah.
I got out of the ticket, even though I stared into the devil's
Oh,
soul.
you showed some skin. What'd you do?
No, I gave him some sob story about me being fired from my job and I don't have money to pay the ticket.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
White privilege piece of shit.
Yeah, I know, it's great. But so I know this other cop, and because the guy who pulled me over told me that he could see on my file that I had 2 jaywalking tickets prior.
I love that your file
But-
says that.
But this other cop told me that that's not shit that they keep on your file unless they're trying to build something up to arrest you for something. And I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck could I? And I was like, the only illegal thing I've ever done is buy weed from this weed dealer who was shady as fuck. And like his one thing would be like, yeah, I'm friends with Brand Van 3000's manager. That was like the only thing I could think of that these people would like.
Picks up the phone. He's like, "Hey, Brian, just give me your ring, ding, ding." He's like,
Because this guy was one of these guys who would like sell weed. Oh, okay, nice.
I'll be all alone on them sometimes. I don't care. You think I fucking care?
I don't
care.
I know that one Brand Van song, and
Me
you're
too.
lucky. You're lucky that I know it. Drinking in L.A. But like that's the only thing is like because this guy was like one of these like drive around and deliver weed to people kind of guys, but like he was shady. He definitely like sold coke as well and stuff like that. So like that's the only thing I could think of that like they saw me.
I like how there's this one dealer. Like you've bought weed more than once, but there's one dealer.
No, in those years that was the one guy
Okay.
I would buy from
What
because
about-
I didn't know anybody.
So you
else.
think that that's what they were trying to build a case?
No, but like maybe like if he was a coke dealer or something, and they were like I think I was buying coke and
Dude,
shit.
it was that other cop that was trying to fucking trying to get. I told this guy we're building a case on him for his jaywalking when I let him off for a ticket, and then all the cops are laughing their asses off at the
This
fucking
was years later.
at the nerd
No.
that they
No.
fucking told all these lies to, who's gonna be nervous for the rest of his life.
How they know I had 2 tickets?
Because they always keep record of these things.
They don't.
No, you believe that he said that, but that's not true.
It's true.
They don't keep records. There's
They don't
no
keep-
record of your
Of
ticket.
a jaywalking ticket, no.
There's no
They
record.
can't see shit like that.
There's no record, you're saying.
No.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? Then maybe there's a wire
I
on
know
you.
we have a lot of big Blue Lives Matter following, so if anyone wants to call in.
I don't see a red light. Do you see a red light?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
what I thought.
But that was like 2 minutes. Oh, it makes sense. We're at 31 minutes on the thing. Cut there. Memory card full? No. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, we're almost at the end of this.
Okay, we got the clapping.
Drinking in L.A. That's the only. Is there another Brand Van 3000 song?
Yeah, there's one, and the video's not bad. It's just like them making out. There's like a couple making out,
yeah.
and it just goes around them, and it's just different. It's all Montreal and different areas of
Yeah,
Montreal.
but they were from here, right?
And the song goes do 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 do. All
So he
I
wasn't
wanna
lying.
do is love you.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah, they're from Montreal.
Wow, he was friends with the manager.
Oh my god! He like
Dean,
called-
buddy, if you're still listening. I don't even know if that was his real name, honestly. I bought weed from him for like 3 years, and I think that was a fake name he gave me.
I had this buddy in high school who used to always get in trouble, things like that. Like talking about like just being with a sketchy dealer. One time he was just buying pot, just like a normal 3.5, just buying pot.
Yeah, that's
for
what I
the-
bought. Like,
for
I
the-
never bought that much.
Just buying for the buddies, And while he's in the car, like 3 cop cars just show up, surround them,
Yeah.
take them out. They've been watching the guy, and they were like, "This
Well, that's
was."
what I'm talking about. That's what I think I was involved in.
Dude, so he got arrested. Another time we were all.
He got arrested
He got arrested, yeah.
for a 3.5.
Yeah, well, they just like took him in or something, and then it's not the only time. So he also one time we were all at. There's this one bar in Montreal called. Oh my God! It's on.
Long Dick, Sneaky Dick.
Long Dick Sally.
Yeah.
There's a place on. What's it called? It's on Saint Laurent. It's kind of close to Blue Dog.
Champs?
No, it's something with an F. Frappe. That's what it's called. Have you been
Never.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Frappe.
That,
So
like, near
that's-
Prince Arthur.
Yeah, for some reason, when we were like 14, 15, it's like where we hung out. They just let us in.
Wow.
They didn't card anybody. We all, for our graduation, high school graduation, when no one was over 18,
Yeah.
we all went there after the graduation. Everybody went. We were all in there just partying the whole time.
That's insane.
Now, tons of people had fake IDs at this point, but you didn't need them at this place, okay? Now, this one time, finally, the cops decided to raid this place because they obviously got information about it.
Yeah.
We heard the cops were in there, so everybody just left because they didn't want to get in trouble. My friend didn't hear the call that everyone was leaving. He starts walking down the stairs. The cops are walking up, and they just take him, and they find the fake ID that he has in his pocket, and
yeah.
he gets arrested. For
Same guy?
Same guy having a fake ID. And then years later, the fucking idiot,
Yeah.
this is actually just fully his fault. He was bored as fuck. Still, like, I think, pretty much a teenager. He was in his room, bored as fucking. He has this little BB pellet gun.
Yeah.
And there was a roofer, like, well across the way.
What's a
working on
roofer?
roof.
Like yeah.
And his room's up, like, on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And so and really far, and the guy was just bending over and his ass was showing. And so
Yeah.
he just decided to shoot him in the ass.
Nah, dude, you can't do that.
And he shot him in the ass, and he fucking got a whole court case on it.
No.
Yeah,
well, yeah, you deserve it for
Yeah,
that,
like,
dude.
of
If
course
I
you
was
deserved it.
roofing, breaking my fucking back for $28 an hour, $22 an hour, or whatever the fuck,
guy
and
just-
some asshole piece of
Oh,
shit
yeah.
shot a fucking pellet into my asshole,
Yeah. You'd be like,
right
"This-
into the asshole,
right into my asshole when it was
out the
pre-lubed,
dick, out
ready
the
for
dick
it.
hole.
Out the broke my
Clean
dick
shot.
bone. Broke my dick bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctors say I was lucky. It was a clean shot. Went right through my dick hole.
From my ass to the dick hole. It's like it's a canal.
A straight shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then like so dumb. He always has shit. Last time I spoke to him, he had this. He just got a condo, like one of those, like really an apartment
Like a
condo.
shoebox.
Yeah, like a shoebox in the city.
Yeah.
Not such a bad place, but he put all his money into a giant aquarium that he's obsessed with.
That's
a
insane,
saltwater
dude.
tank that he's just mentally obsessed with. His apartment just glows of the color of the tank. It's too much for me, but whatever.
Yeah.
He loves it. One time he was switching the water, and you have to just like keep the thing in, and it's like a hose just going into his tank, and he falls asleep, and he floods his entire floor of the condo. Like he had to pay like $40,000 in damages. Just
The
'cause
insurance was like, no, we don't cover fucking stupidity.
yeah, because
That's
he
awesome.
passed the fuck out. What the fuck, Pudge? I love you, buddy.
If you're listening, I haven't met you, but boy, are you dumb.
We had a lot of shitty nicknames. His
Yeah.
nickname was Pudge. And
Yeah,
you
that fucking
realize-
sucks. That's a real Stephen King coming of age movie nickname.
We had another friend whose name was Titty
Oh no.
because he was a chubbier dude.
Yeah,
And he just went by- and
You
he-
all wanted to titty fuck him.
And we did, and we all did.
Yeah, we all did.
At the same time.
Yeah.
That's how big those titties were.
Yeah.
We could just lay them all in there. And but he was like, he was wealthier. He had a great house with tons of food in it always. And
Right.
at lunchtime, he lived near the high
I
school.
think you talked about this guy already. Yeah.
He said he had a gold whistle. He got a gold whistle and wore it. Guess why?
To not get fucked in the titties.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a rape whistle.
So when he was walking down an alleyway and his friends cornered him, he could whistle and people would come running.
Yeah, he just wanted to call it the titty whistle. That's why.
Oh.
Get it? The titty whistle.
No.
I miss you, dude. He was a fun guy too. I mean, I don't know why we had such hateful nicknames and just pretended everything was okay.
Yeah.
Everyone lovingly took it. I was a stupid Jew. That was
No, I know not even a joke. I know you were Chewbacca. I know there was no.
no. Chewbacca was much later. That was
Oh,
like
okay.
restaurant days.
Oh, okay, because then you were the only Jew.
I'm sure I've told that story where like the guy used to call me Chewbacca the most once his son came in, who was like this little cute 6-year-old.
Yeah, he was afflicted with the Wolfman syndrome and covered in hair.
And he just came
Oh, no.
in
Okay.
and he goes and
I thought I got it.
and my coworker was like, "Say hi to Oren," and he goes, "Hi, Jew Oren." And so I think he got Chewbacca and
Yeah.
my name confused.
That's awesome.
And so he just turned his son into like a variant to say,
Yeah, that's cool. So what do you think? How about we do this? How about we start with?
Jason, finally you ask. I've been waiting for it.
How about we do this? How about we start with the second half of the podcast because it was much more high energy, and we end with the drama as the second half of the episode.
The drama. Well, yeah.
The Facebook drama.
We'll see.
Hey, didn't you get into some Facebook drama recently?
I don't give a fuck. Oh, and we'll continue after
And
this.
we'll continue after this break.
Yeah, maybe. That's an
Okay.
idea.
Just,
Are we done?
We've never done that. We've never edited the podcast for content.
I don't know if I could say never.
Okay.
I think there was one or it's very small things that may have been taken out or rearranged
Okay.
to make more sense. I tend
didn't know
to
about that.
talk shit.
Right. Okay. So it's all you because I don't see the back. I don't see how the sausage is made. You know.
Yeah, that's true. You know how the sausage gets hard, though. You're in charge.
Well, that'll do it for this week on the Baculum episode of the podcast. Baculum baby.
I hope to God something happens in our lives that we can share it with you next week.
I think next week we'll have some stuff to share.
Jason's moving, so that's going to be big.
That's what we're gonna talk about next week.
Jason's moving up in life.
Into your ass.
Into my fucking cozy ass.
All right. Please rate, subscribe, like, share, do all the things you haven't been doing. You owe it to us because we give you
Please.
entertainment.
Okay, no, let me just say this. Right now.
This is as honest and earnest.
Right now, if you're listening right now, all I'm going to ask is that you go into your iTunes and you just scroll down the episodes, and where it says rate, you just press what you think you deserve, which is 5, and then you submit it, and that's all you got to do. And then I'll see that more than 6 people have told us that they like us, and it'll make my clip bones so hard.
So rigid.
And that's all I got to say.
Didn't you guys like the clit and the dick cast stuff before?
Dude,
we talked about it. Wasn't that great?
I mean, there are not enough dick jokes on the
cast on your
internet.
dick.
We're here for you.
yeah.
Jason, I love you.
I love you, Oren Zion Shabiro.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
friendship.